Early as fuck, I'm up before the sun. Coffee in my cup, charts loading one by one. Ain't no time to waste, got my system down. Trading's what I do, about to get this crown. Screens all lit up, candles red and green. This my morning shit, know just what I mean. Sipping slow and steady, while I check the trends. Mad focus now, this is how my day begins. Charts and coffee got me in my groove. This my daily move, yeah, I got something to prove. Charts and coffee got me feeling smooth. This my daily truth, yeah, I know just what to do. Fuck the formal trading, that ain't how I roll. Take my time analyzing, that's how I get gold. Coffee getting cold, but I'm locked right in. Watching patterns form, know just where to begin. This ain't rocket science, just my daily grind. Same shit, different day, but I'm doing fine. Got my setup perfect, got my mind just right. About to make these moves, gonna do this shit all night. Yeah. Sipping and trading, trading and sipping. Got my momentum, ain't no way I'm slipping. And patterns, patterns and flows. This is my rhythm, everybody knows. Charts and coffee got me in my groove. This my daily move, yeah, I got something to prove. Charts and coffee got me feeling smooth. This my daily truth, yeah, I know just what to do. Money moves, Dale, this should feel from home. I can get cold, but I'm still in the zone. Making money move, yeah, this shit feels like home. Got plans, rising from the cup and waiting. Soft jazz piano begins. Fuck sleep, I got my morning mapped, while these other bitches still trapped in the naps. Quiet house, screens lit up bright. My setup perfect, everything's right. First sip hits, mind gets clear. Another day to fucking dominate here. Watch the numbers dance and slide, while my coffee keeps me certified. Charts and coffee started right, yeah. Focus tight, mind in flight, mind in flight. Charts and coffee make it flow, yeah. That's the rhythm that I know. Second cup, now I'm in the zone. All these patterns speaking in code. They don't know about this morning grind, being sharp when others fall behind. Fuck that FOMO, I stay composed. Years of practice, that's how it goes. Every move calculated clean. This ain't luck, you know what I mean. Early bird gets the fucking win. That's why I'm here where I've always been. Discipline hits different when it's dark. That's what sets the real one me. Early bird gets the fucking win. That's why I'm here where I've always been. Discipline hits different when it's dark. That's what sets the real ones apart. Their cup's cold, but I don't care. These indicators showing me where to place it perfect, time is sweet, while amateurs still catch disease. This game ain't for the weak or slow. Gotta be ready when it's time to go. Morning ritual got me trained. Others sleep while I maintain. Charts and coffee one more time, yeah. This rhythm's yours and this rhythm's mine, this rhythm's mine. 3 hours hit me with a different kind of peace. While the world's still quiet, I find my release. Just me and these numbers dancing slow, building patterns in my mind as I go. Something special about this morning and way before the day is time to care. And I keep asking myself as the minutes tick by, and I keep wondering why every morning feels so right. What's brewing in my coffee or my mind? What's brewing leaving yesterday behind? What's brewing in this cup of time? What's brewing as these thoughts align? You asked me once why I rise before the sun. Said I'm chasing something that can't be outrun. It's not about the money or the gain, it's about finding clarity when things ain't the same. Each morning ritual brings me closer to truth. Like watching steam rise, I'm finding proof that patience builds more than just a perfect cup. It's teaching me when to hold, when to give up. What's brewing in my coffee or my mind? What's brewing leaving yesterday behind? What's brewing in this cup of time? What's brewing if these thoughts align? Sometimes I wish you could see this morning meditation with me, where everything makes sense before the world gets intense. What's brewing in my coffee or my mind? What's brewing, leaving yesterday behind? What's brewing in this cup of time? What's brewing as these thoughts align? What's brewing in me? Bird catching night while the world's still asleep. First light hits my screen, I'm in my element. Fresh brew by my side, mind is confident. Reading these patterns like sheet music, feel the flow. Each candlestick painting stories as they go. Morning meditation with my market view. Catching waves of data, riding them with you. Some see just numbers, I hear the melody. Each trend line speaking rhythmically to me. Time signatures changing, support levels hold. Breaking down resistance as the day unfolds. Charts and coffee, that's my harmony. Finding rhythms where others just see. Random moves and noise, but baby, can't you see? These patterns move like jazz, just trust in me. Moving like jazz, just trust in me. Second cup hitting different minds, eye clear. Watch these price points dance, appear and reappear like a jazz musician. Reading between the lines, finding sweet spots where opportunity shines. Keep it cool and steady, no need to rush. Let the market breathe, feel that morning hush. Been studying patterns since you've been sleeping. Watching lines form art while knowledge I'm reaping. Strategy tight like a bebop groove. Calculated steps on when to make my move. Speed picks up, more intense delivery.
Quick shifts coming, tempo changing fast. Gotta stay composed, make these moments last. Reading signals, catching every beat. Market symphony playing just for me. Mind state elevated, focused, clean. This ain't just trading, this is art you're seeing. Charts and coffee, it has my harmony. Finding rhythms where others just see. Random moves and noise, but baby, can't you see? These patterns move like jazz, just trust in me. Moving like jazz, just trust in me. Want a ritual complete. Left my mark on these streets of green and red, but the rhythm stays in my head.
Morning comes, I think of you first. Short lines dance while my coffee bursts. Been at this game since day one, teaching me patience like you always done. Charts and coffee, that's our way, that's how we start the day. Got my screens lit, what you gonna say? Watch how the patterns play. Numbers flow like the brew in my cup. Some days down, but we keep looking up. You showed me how to read these signs. Now every morning feels like yours and mine. Remember what you taught me about staying cool. When markets get wild, I follow your rules. Charts and coffee, that's our way. That's how we start the day. Got my screens lit, what you gonna say? Watch how the patterns play. Just you, me, and these morning routines. Building something real, building something real. Know what I mean?
I watch you rushing in the morning, trying to catch every move. But let me share something with you that'll help improve your groove. See, you're like fresh beans waiting to release what's locked inside. But patience makes the difference between success and a wild ride. Take it slow, watch it form. Just like steam rising up warm. Let it brew, just like your morning cup. Just like your morning cup. Take your time, watch it flow, don't rush to drink it up. Don't rush to drink it up. Wisdom comes in drops, like coffee through the filter, finding patience at the top. You check your screens at sunrise, numbers dancing everywhere. But trading's like my coffee method, it needs time and tender care. Temperature's important, just like timing in the trade. Too hot and you'll get burned quick, too cold opportunities fade. Take it slow, watch it form, just like steam rising up warm. Let it brew, just like your morning cup, just like your morning cup. Take your time, watch it flow, don't rush to drink it up. Wisdom comes in drops, like coffee through the filter, finding patience at the top. I've seen too many burn out, trying to catch every wave, but the ones who last the longest know just when to stay away. So here's my morning lesson as I pour this cup for you. The market gives its gifts to those who know just what to do. Like coffee needs its moments for the flavors to extract. Your trades need proper timing before you plan to act. Let it brew, just like your morning cup, just like your morning cup. Take your time, watch it flow, don't rush to drink it up, don't rush to drink it up. Wisdom comes in drops, like coffee through the filter, finding patience at the top. Just up before the rest of the block, nah. Just me and my laptop. Tick-tock, haven't even brushed my teeth yet, but these charts ain't gonna read themselves, I bet. Watch the steam rise, study every line. Same way I read these charts all the time. Coffee in my system, mind getting clear. That's how we make these moves round here. That's how we do. Red candles flash on my screen while I'm sipping something mean. Used to play it fast and lose, now wait for confirmation, that's the truth. Got a system, got a plan, I'm trading like a rookie, understand. Numbers dancing, let's stay cool, cause panic selling's for a fool. Some days green, some days red, gotta keep a level head. Deep breath in, let it flow. This ain't no casino, yo. This is just not checkers, fam. Gotta think before you slam. Markets opening in 5. Feel my focus come alive. Charts tell stories if you know how to read between the highs and lows. Been at this since way back when. Now I'm teaching you, my friend. This ain't luck, this ain't chance. This is morning market dance. Watch the steam rise, study every line. Every single morning, we do this right. Coffee in my system, mind getting clear. It's the only way we move from here. morning light creeps through my window pane. Before the world wakes, I'm in my domain. Steam rising slow like thoughts in my brain, watching lines that move like waves of grain. Every morning's got its own sweet flow. Some days fast, but mostly moving slow. Learning how to read which way things go, finding peace in what these mornings show. In the quiet hours, patterns start to speak. When my mind is clear, that's what I see. In the quiet hours, patterns start to speak. When my mind is clear, that's what I see. Fuck the noise, I'm focused on my path. Reading signals through the aftermath. Every line's a story that I grasp. Some shit falls, other things will last. Damn, I love these mornings by myself, learning lessons money couldn't help. Every cup of wisdom brings me wealth, beyond what's sitting on my shelf. Filtered through the static, find the flow that's magic. In the quiet hours, let it all unfold, watch the truth get told. Pattern starts to speak. In the quiet hours, patterns start to speak. In the quiet, when my mind is clear, that's what I see. That's what I see. In the quiet hours, patterns start to speak. In the quiet, when my mind is clear, that's what I see. La la la, patterns start to speak. When my mind is clear. La la la, the quiet hours. First rays break through my window pane. Coffee drips slow like a gentle rain. Numbers dance across my screen. I remain in this space where focus meets the mundane. Every morning, same position, same station. Building blocks of daily meditation. Clear mind as I track each indication. Patient breathing, deep contemplation. In the rhythm of my morning flow, let it guide me. Every pattern helps me grow. As above, so down below. In a rhythm, watch it move, finding truth in every groove. Lines intersect, I'll watch them play. Reading signs that point the way. Years of practice taught me how to stay cool and steady through each display. My fingers trace ascending paths while steam rises, making me laugh. This quiet hour holds its craft as wisdom flows through every draft. Each morning brings another chance to perfect this sacred dance. Some see chaos, I see design. Some feel rushed, I take my time. In these moments I refine every signal, every sign. Beyond the surface lies the art of knowing when to stop and start. Each cup of wisdom sets apart a discipline that fills my heart. Early hours hold the key to everything I need to see. In this space, I'm truly free to let the knowledge flow through me. In the rhythm of my morning flow, let it guide me. Every pattern helps me grow. As above, so down below. In the rhythm, watch it move, finding truth in every groove. First cup steaming beside my screen. Charts and candles know what I mean. Trying to show you how I move. When markets open, got nothing to prove. Markets calling my name. Trading ain't just a game. Watch and learn, babe, watch and learn. Charts and coffee, that's my vibe. Teaching you how to survive. Morning routine, let me show you mine. Building wealth one trade at a time. Woke up early, check the trends. Send your signals, watch you win. Ain't no sleeping when Asia trades. Got my system, got it made. Keep it cool, stay in the zone. Analysis on my phone. Trading life, it's all I know. Watch these profits start.
Listen up, I'ma break it down for you straight. Look, charts telling stories while others hesitate. RSI crossing NACDs looking clean. Building strategies like you ain't never seen. Resistance levels got me feeling so alive. Support zones when my orders through sleep. Now I'm teaching you to swim in the deep. Trading wisdom, dropping knowledge every day. Show you how to read the markets display. No FOMO moves, we stay calculated. Success comes to those who waited.
Take notes while I demonstrate. Perfect entries, never too late. Watch how I navigate. Charts and coffee, that's my vibe. Teaching you how to survive. Morning routine, let me show you mine. Building wealth one trade at a time. Let me show you First light breaking through my window, cup in hand, just me and morning slow dance. Watching steam curl up towards the ceiling, each breath measured, each moment revealing. Early peace before the world starts spinning, just us here, no need for pretending. Screen comes alive with gentle blue light, your patterns speak to me, morning feels right. Time suspended in the sacred space, just learning your rhythms, finding my place. Steam rising from my cup, while these charts are lighting up, finding clarity in numbers, while the morning's waking up. Watching patterns flow, 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 flow with the morning. Ooh, letting wisdom grow, 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 grow with the garden. Each candlestick painting stories clear, teaching lessons if you know how to hear. Red and green dancing on my screen, speaking truths about what might have been. Patient moments turn to understanding, while my coffee cools, wisdom expanding. You show me past the peaks and valleys to reaching, surely teaching discipline through each rally. In these quiet hours we share our dance, numbers flowing, giving life its chance. Steam rising from my cup, while these charts are lighting up, finding clarity in numbers, while the morning's waking up. Let it flow, let it breathe, morning wisdom sitting free. Let it rise, let it be, finding peace in what I see. Early morning stillness, just you and me. Coffee pot brewing, charts on my screen. Every ripple in my cup shows me something new. Just like market trends, they're giving me a clue. Watch it rise and fall, both seem in lines. Morning meditation sharpening my mind. I can read these patterns like they're speaking clear, teaching me the rhythm of the day that's near. Every line tells a story, every trend holds a truth, Sip and study slowly, that's what I gotta do, that's what I gotta do. Numbers dance before me in the morning light, while my coffee cools, I'm reading signs just right. Some days flow easy, some test my grace, but I keep my focus, set my own pace. Measure movements, calculated plays, learning from each pattern as the market sways. In this quiet moment, everything aligns. Peace in my cup, clarity in my signs. Ba-da-ba-dum, watch it flow. Da-dum, let me know. Sha-la-la, see it grow. Oh, 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 now you know. Every line tells a story, tells a story. Every trend holds a truth, holds a truth. Sip and study slowly, study slowly. That's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. Morning wisdom brewing, charts and coffee flowing. Patterns keep on moving. That's the way we'll go. That's the way, that's the way we're going.
Early bird energy, just me and these lines. Numbers keep flowing, yeah, time after time. Steam from my cup like the thoughts in my mind. Quiet spaces where patterns align. Got that morning mindset locked and loaded. Screens lit up before the sun's posted. Brainwaves wavy, but I stay focused. This is how the day gets coded. Sipping slow, watching close, mind in the zone, that's how it goes. That's just how. Every move calculated and bold. Building my vibe as the day unfolds. Breakfast with data, yeah, that's how I feast. Analytics hit different when streets still asleep. Got my system down pat, no need to compete. Just me and these numbers in perfect repeat. Morning ritual, got me centered and clean. Filter my thoughts like it's fresh caffeine. Stack my odds before others' routine. This quiet grind about to make me beam. Sipping slow, watching close, mind in the zone, that's how it goes. That's just how, that's just how. Every move calculated and bold. Building my vibe as the day unfolds. Early morning, steady flowing, clear mind knowing, growing. First light hit different now. Found my rhythm, found my style. Morning moves, that's my profile.
I saw you trade, raw talent unafraid, but clicking without a plan. Need to help you understand. Watch and wait, calculate, time to elevate. Learn, trade, win, break it down and start again. Trade, win, make your move and then seeking fire. Every chart tells a sign, reading patterns, matching time. Watch you grow with every trade, as the lessons sink and fade. Getting stronger day by day, making moves the right way. Learn, trade, win, break it down and start again. Trade, win, make your move and then in the quiet spaces between each decision that you make, feel the pulse beneath the screen. Every choice, every stake. Now I see you've changed, mind and skills arranged, trading with the flow, everything you know, ready for the show. Your journey begin. Rising higher, higher, higher. Digital warrior, high, in sync with the rhythm inside. Every line slime dissolves into pure light, rising higher than before, breaking through what holds me down. Feel the pulse beneath my feet, let it lift me from the ground. Moving with the flow, I know where to go. Moving with the flow, I know where to go. Moving with the flow. Moving with the flow, I know where to go. Clear as water, sharp as steel. Every signal I can feel, dancing through electric waves, finding truth in empty space. Rising higher than before, breaking through what holds me down. Feel the pulse beneath my feet, let it lift me from the ground. Moving with the flow, I know where to go. Moving with the flow, I know where to go. Moving with the flow, moving with the flow, I know where to Something shifts inside my mind. Numbers start to align. Can't explain this feeling now. Everything slows down. Moving with the rhythm pure. Finding patterns getting short. Time dissolves when I'm in the zone. Rising higher on my own. Time dissolves, time dissolves. Clear as morning, sharp as light. Every move feels right. Instinct guides me through the flow. Let the moment go. Every signal crystal clear. What I sought is finally here. Time dissolves when I'm in the zone. Rising higher on my own. Time dissolves, time dissolves.
Let it flow through me. Let it show me the way. Let it grow in me. Let me stay in this space.
Found the balance, found the way. Everything in play. Mind and body synchronized. Nothing left to hide. Time dissolves when I'm in the zone. Rising higher on my own. Time dissolves when I'm in the zone. Rising higher on my own. I send you this message straight from my mind. When everything clicks, leaving chaos behind. Feel the pulse in my veins as I start to flow. Time starts bending, letting everything go. Racing thoughts slow down. In the zone, time dissolves. Everything becomes clear. Each pattern I see brings me closer to you. Every signal I read tells me just what to do. Breath gets steady, heart beats in time as I rise through the layers. Life is fine. Watch the world fade out. In the zone, tone of the hours, found something divine, connected to power that was always mine. La, 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 la. Feel it coming. Feel it coming. Almost there. Almost there. In the fall, time dissolves. Everything becomes clear. Let it flow through me. Let it show me the way. Through the screens you watch and wait, every move calculate. In the pulse of market waves, your mind stays focused, brave. I see your patience grow with every ebb and flow. Let me guide you higher still, past the limits of your will. Beyond the screen, you'll break free into reality. You'll see. Charts and numbers dance in time. Your spirit starts to climb. Every trade refines your art. Each signal sets you apart. Wisely, wisely, ever rising, breaking boundaries day by day. Trading, learning, always turning, finding wisdom in your way. On the screen, you'll break free into reality. You'll see. Time dissolves and patterns clear as victories draw near. In this realm of endless trade, watch your mastery cascade. Let the rhythm take control. Feel the markets in your soul. Beyond the screen, you'll break free into reality. You'll see. Beyond the screen, you're breaking through into reality. Made new.
Your journey just begins. Let it trade until it.
victory has come.
Listen up, this ain't about me, it's about you. Every morning grinding one do, charts and patterns speaking truth, market wisdom flowing smooth, connected minds all breaking through, community that's tried and true, building wealth we're coming through, learn the game and follow through, that's what winners always do.
Small step, day by day, building strength, breaking waves, together we rise up high, nothing can hold us down, together we touch the sky, making our dreams come true. When you feel lost, I'll show the way. When markets cross, just hear me say, together we love. Not only so, together we rise up high. Together we touch the sky, making our dreams come true.
Good morning, Discord. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Rumble. How is everybody today?
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
It's pouring the rain here and it's cold again, reality.
Oh, man.
Business has returned to normal here in Ireland.
Yeah, it's been warm here, but it's still summer. And it doesn't really get that
Yeah.
cold there in the winter either, so it stays pretty warm pretty much all year, but
It makes it a lot easier to stay in the office whenever the weather's crap.
yeah.
A lot more done. Been a very, very, very busy summer for me this year, as you've seen. It's still not finished.
We got no top wick. Came up and put a bottom wick on the previous candles. Came down and did that. I missed the daily flip yesterday. We had no top wick on the daily from the previous day. I missed that. I didn't see it until this morning. I don't know how I missed it, but somehow I did.
Yeah, see that actually, yeah. Wasn't paying attention to that myself.
Yeah, I drew it up yesterday morning, but I did not take advantage of it. Yesterday when it played, I don't know. I did not see it. I don't know why, but
Gold seems to move reality after we finish the stream.
It did yesterday.
Hello,
Yeah,
Brett.
I didn't even pay no attention. I was sitting there watching NQ because normally gold doesn't move. And I look back at gold later in the afternoon. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I told the wife, I was like, are you for real? Gold's moved and moved and moved, and I saw nothing. I was too busy looking at NQ, not doing much of nothing.
I was doing exactly the same thing in
Yeah.
reality. I clicked over to the gold chart, expecting the usual rangy crap. And next thing then, this big candle just went right out of the zone. I'm like, I'm not even going to look at you now. I'm going to just ignore you until tomorrow. So I spent the rest of the day on the NQ then instead. It was just like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, it made absolutely no sense. And I swear, I always say gold does that every time I'm looking at NQ, but I swear it seems that way. Every time I decide to pay a little attention to NQ, gold will make these big moves. I'm like, how do you do this?
It's like me and the P reality. There's no logic to it. Yeah. I caught a monster trade on NQ yesterday evening.
Very nice.
Yeah, remember I say I always do well in the last couple of days.
Yeah.
Whenever I do an eval, yeah. So I was trying to blow the account because I was under the drawdown. So I switched to the NQ chart, which I don't normally do. It's always the MNQ. I opened up 2 minis. I waited for my 4-hour flip, entered, and just said, I'm going to let this run here. If it doesn't come back and hit the stop loss, eventually the drawdown will come back and bust me out anyway.
Yeah.
And then it started running. It was 700, then it was 1,000, then it was 1,500. Then I kind of realized this. I'm going to be back at my initial 50k, so it ran on. The next thing then, it kept going, and it was up at like $3,000. I checked my balance, and I was up at 51.5. So I instantly closed the actual trade at that stage because I did not want to pass my eval with just one lucky swing. So I cut the trade short, but I am halfway through my goal for next month. It's so funny.
That is very good. Very good. Very good.
It was a spectacular move then. Like I said, I just got on at the right time with 2 minis, and I just, like I said, let it run until I realised I'm nearly about to pass this goddamn eval. So when it closes as a doji, would that be a possible indication for a further move down reality, or is it just basically we're stuck in range?
I mean, we're kind of stuck in range, but only if we close like right, like below here, right? Go white with that. So honestly, it may not be the worst thing. And again, this is just something to pay attention to here, because we've got the top wick here. If we were to close up here with a little bit of a top wick, as a doji, like kind of where we are now, like right here, let's just say, it wouldn't be that bad to see the next candle come in, put on a bottom wick, and then long high, the break of the high there.
Mm.
Saying it'll play that way. Looks like on the 800, yeah. Oh, you see what I'm saying there? The only thing is you're gonna have shorts come in here. But what do we, how I look at this, and it's completely up to how you guys want to look at it, but how I look at it, once the shorts come in here, if this closes this way, this leaves a fair value gap. And once the shorts come in from there, I expect them to get ran through because we're going to put on a top wick on the previous candle. That's my thought process. This would have to close though, leaving that gap. The problem is if she continues to drive up over the next, 12 minutes, then all that's kind of off the table because now she's already closed the gap.
Yeah. I see what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, so that'll mean that the shorts have already came in. And can you still trade against them? Yeah, you can. But I'd love to trade into their entries first, right?
Yeah.
Looks like Society for Worldwide Intrabank Financial Communication, SWIFT, is going to stop all ties with South Africa. There goes my trading too. What is that, Warner? I guess I don't. Good morning, Bayans.
SWIFT is an international payment system. Sounds like they're cutting ties with South Africa. Why are they cutting ties with South Africa, Warner?
That's how the banks communicate and exchange money. Oh, God.
So what's South Africa supposed to do now for banking?
Yeah, what do they do now?
Can you still use the blockchain and do things via XRP and USDT and all that kind of carry on?
Yeah, I guess that would make crypto more of a good thing, right?
It's ridiculous that you just can't go to your bloody bank. Right, so
Money like the dollar comes into this country. Yeah. Huh.
really is a seriously badly managed country ever since the ANC took over. Country's been falling apart for the last 25, 30 years. I've actually seen that documentary. Pretty harrowing. I just realized that the wife's about to get into a trade. I haven't even put the thing up yet, guys. I assume it's the NQ she's looking at.
Yeah. Yeah, long in the high there.
Okay.
See if I can get her screen up quick.
What time frame does she trade on, reality?
5 minute.
5 minutes. Okay.
There we go.
Envelope. The great trades at the end of last night, reality.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm starting to like them. Last end of day trades more and more. Seems like they've really been doing pretty well. There was a time, you already know, when it was banging back and forth, and now it's more of it just pushes, which is exactly what you're looking for when you're trying to get involved with those. Nice. Talk about bookmap. Yeah, we had bookmap on here. Bands and yeah, it's on Video Ninja. Okay. We had bookmap on here, bands, and bookmap just isn't I didn't think it was much help, really. A lot of the places where the orders were or weren't. You can go back to the streams where we had it on here, right?
I just dropped a link there for them that has a live feed for bookmap, so you don't even have to pay for it. So all you have to do is put it up on the tab and just keep it and see how it works. That's the only way you're going to figure out if it's an EST or not.
Yep, exactly. Was there a lot of spoofing? Yes, there's a lot of spoofing. And I just didn't see that you could see anything different than what you can already see in the candles, me personally, right? So once you understand the candles, there just wasn't much that bookmap had to offer, in my opinion.
London high is holding so far. Kind of assume bookmap orders are always sitting on no wick areas, 2 above swing highs, 3 below swing lows.
Full numbers. It's very cool to watch rallies and sell-offs in the book map, though. Looks like a video. Yeah. Gosh, well, that makes sense. Makes sense.
Light up my screen. Time moves differently in the sacred space where patterns race. Through my mind so clear as others disappear. When the world sleeps, my mind
Draw that one up.
every trade flows like meditation. I study every line. Trade, I make the moment mine.
There, we already came up into that area. Let's see what we get here.
It's written in the signs.
Seen on the 5 minutes on the NQ, there's a bit of cleanup to be done on the 5 minute wicks.
DMs blow up my phone, but I trade alone in this quiet room where wisdom looms. Every candle shows the way this market flows. Signals getting strong, algorithms dancing.
We do have education stream today, guys, but Landon and, well, I mean, I guess however you want to look at it, I kind of agree with him as well. It's not going to be on the YouTube or the Rumble, guys. It's just going to be on the Discord, right? So if you want to be part of that, make sure you join the Discord. It'll be in the live education channel today. 1 o'clock New York time. Good morning, soul. I'll be glad when Landon shows up and does the talking. I don't think my voice is holding out for it today, guys.
Early rise, eyes on the lines, mind in sync, grind don't stop. Numbers flow up and down, but I stay locked in my spot. Studying patterns day by day, learning from every fall. Connected minds in the digital space, together we stand tall. We rise as one, knowledge shared with everyone. Standing strong, can't go wrong when we move as one. La la la, we rise.
I don't know what I am, Garbarian, sadly.
Red or green, I stay serene. Reading signs, making moves. Every L just makes me lean into what I got to prove. Discord fam got my back when times get rough and raw. Sharing wisdom, staying on track. That's what we're fighting for. Learn, trade, win, together we rise. Bulls up, bears down, stay wise, together we thrive. We rise as one.
Look, the Nasdaq. Jesus. Look away for 1 second. Wow. What the hell happened there? Dow. Let me see. Let's see what's on the Dow. Wow, you're right, Sol. My God. It's the daily low being broken.
Yeah, that's the wife was in. I just look over here. She says, "Do you believe that?"
Yes, unfortunately, receptionist, I do believe it. It happens to me all the time.
She was in.
Wow.
Go figure.
250 ticks reality on a 1 minute candle.
Yeah. Yeah. That was the move she was looking for.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Are you waiting for it to break the daily high? Yeah. Previous day high as well. It's very annoying when that happens, but good lessons. But at least we knew that our analysis was correct. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Read your mind, know exactly when you break, it's just a matter of time. Your hands are made of paper, mine of titanium. I'll liquidate your ass straight to oblivion. Charts looking bearish, watch me flip that shit. While you're panic selling, I'm accumulating it. This ain't personal, baby, just business sense. But watching you lose, every brings pure suspense.
Looks like she's heading to put a wick on it. Oh, look at the wrong chart there, Paul. Let me see. You know, I was looking at the Nasdaq chart in the 4 hour. Our next market structure will be about 468 roughly. We can get up that far. But then on the hour, then like you said, we are technically still in the range.
Mavericks, mind the movement. We mastering this money mission, watch and learn. First time I stepped in,
Not much either, so that's not what's affecting this price move.
Yeah.
What you know about patience when the pressure's high? What you know about staying cool when profits fly? Learn, trade, win, that's the mission. Learn, trade, win, pure precision.
I almost FOMO'd into a long there in that that 15-minute candle.
Yeah.
Then I seen the wicks below and all that. So yeah, kept me out of it.
Breaking barriers with calculated actions, fast-paced phrases, Messi's price reactions, stacking profits like I'm stacking syllables. Critical thinking keeps us in
Had to reset my chart. Candle went to the top of the monitor.
base camp building.
Yeah.
Market manipulation can't defeat
Yeah.
us. Teacher taught us how to read and beat this. You know about patience when the pressure's high.
That has happened to me a few times, Bands. I actually thought there was something wrong with my trading view because I had it open for one of the opens. I was sitting there going like, where's the candle? Didn't even show the candle. The candle actually opened up way above where I was even looking at. It took me about a minute to realise what was going on because I thought the markets had crashed or my computer had crashed. So yeah, it's easy done.
While others fold, we maintain, remain, retain. Technical precision, timing's everything. Moving with conviction when the bells ring. Market master making major moves. Building better patterns, breaking through. Fast flow matches how the price be running. Always analyzing, never front running. Discord warriors drop the wisdom daily. Learning lessons, living life less lazy. Strategy stacked and system set. Profit protected, no room for regret. This is warfare waged with wisdom wide. Trading trenches, take the win inside. Watch me work a wicked word selection. While my wallet shows the win collection. Learn to trade and trade to win. That's the path we've always been. Market mavericks, mind the movement. We mastering this money mission. Learn, trade, win. That's our vision.
It's looking like it could be another one of these bloody rangy days.
Watch me calculate, calibrate. Precision's what
Yeah, seems like it.
cold blood pumping, mind state elevate. Y'all ain't ready for what I create. Calculated killer, ay, market thriller. Play it smart, get it harder. Solid starter, calculated killer. Facts, never bitter. Make it hard, hit the target. Perfect Parker.
Wow, look at Dow. Jeez.
Yeah.
Dow's the complete opposite. Yeah, I see that. See that, Soul? Jeez. Crazy.
Why would one be going down and then the Nasdaq and everything be going up? Would they not all run in correlation with each other or not?
I don't know. I know that Soul trades you know, the divergences between them, so I guess that makes sense.
Everything I got, I earned through discipline. Patience is the power that'll make you mean. Weigh and watch, then strike. That's how we win. How we win. How we win. How we win. Back up in it with the quickness, witness this precision. Split second decisions, crystal clear vision. No permission needed for this demolition. Competition wishing they can match my composition. Tactical, practical, mathematical mind. Strategical, radical, handling time. Watch me stack it, pack it, crack it, then I shine. Perfect pattern, matter of fact, I'm too refined. Calculated killer, market thriller. Smart, get it hard, solid starter. Calculated killer, never bitter. Make it hard, hit the target. Perfect Parker, game over, game over. Hey, calculated, game over.
That feels a buy your silver. Did you read that, Paul? Soul said that he's noticed that Dow and Russell are more correlated, so he mainly watches those two.
Okay. It's all good to know, my man. It's all good to know. It's only this last 3 or 4 months that I've even started looking at the ES. because more information, the better. Yeah, I've noticed that about the ES and the NQ. So I haven't really bothered about the RTY yet. It's only since you came on that I've started paying attention to the Dow. I always like to look at charts for 3 or 4 months before I even think of taking a trade. But fair on the RTY now as well, just to see.
Just movement, cold and precise. You blink, you're gone. Pay the trader's price. Chasing the edge, I'm riding the storm in this chaos. My will is reborn. I've been wrecked, I've been played, but every loss is a blade. Sharper now, I don't flinch no more. This ain't luck, it's a mental war. I won't break up, and I strike. Trading stars in the dead of night. Breathing the fear, exhale the doubt. And choose loud, but I'm not to rush out.
Covering today reality on the stream.
Hey, what?
What is Landon chatting about on the education stream today?
Landon. He's here.
Yep.
Paul wants to know what you're discussing on the education stream today.
Yeah, gotcha. Give me 1 second.
I didn't even realize you were on Landon. I didn't even hear you banging.
Yeah, no. Today we're going through. Pull up because I have it all written down. I'll make sure I got it. Okay, yeah, here it is. So what I've got written is basically core theme. Traders often rush into something or into trades because subconsciously they believe that the faster success equals greater value, right? We kind of, that goes into anything. You want to rush to get to where your end goal is, just to kind of get it over with and get to it real quick, feel the glory of it. But, as we know in trading, real progress comes from deliberate pace and a deep separation of identity from outcome. So you're not placing, your whole belief system on who you are and how you operate and, how you can be successful. Like basing all of those things on whether you win or lose today's trade, which tends to be the most common thing for people, and it's why they struggle so much with staying consistent with it. At least I believe so, because if you don't tie any of these things to it, then you wouldn't rush, right? So like you break it down, you go, okay, well, people rush because they want to get it over with. Okay, well, why do they want to get it over with? Well, they want to get it over with because they want to be able to just, place trades and know that, oh, these are going to win, right? And maybe even, if you ask them, it's like, well, what about the long term, right? Don't you think like that you could, the more you place trades, you're going to, yeah, in the long run, I know it'll work out. But then, a month goes by and they start changing things and you look at it, it's like, well, you only had 20 trades this month. That's really, it's not many trades. So it's kind of that whole belief system of showing, okay, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. That's the main title of it all. And then I'll go into a little more with just, why, like I said, I literally have it written here, why we rush, and then what gets lost when we rush, and it's precision, emotional clarity, the process, the link between identity and outcome, common hidden beliefs. If I lose, I'm a failure, right? That's something that a lot of people will internalize and not realize it. If I'm not growing fast, I'm wasting my time. That's another one. If you don't feel like you're constantly progressing, you think you're wasting your time. And so you start to add more or change things. And so that you get that, it's like, it's a short-term comfort thing, where if you stay with the same strategy and you see that it's like not really performing well, you feel like you're wasting your time, right? And again, not performing well could literally be any sequence of 3-4 losses that are completely natural, or maybe it's a month of break-even trades, again, very natural. But you feel like you're just wasting your time, because what you're really doing is waking up, looking at the charts, placing your trades, and then shutting it down. Like, that's what you should be doing. And if that's what you're doing and you're getting break-even outcomes, it feels like you're being lazy and wasting your time. But if you do anything but that, you're really just setting yourself farther back, and it's coming to that realization that pushes you past, the threshold of unprofitable to profitable. And then I've got a call to action, right? I've been enjoying those. I don't know how many people are actually doing, if anybody, but I feel like throwing them in there. Hopefully if at least one person does it, it helps. And this week's call to action would be hour of intention, right? So not a literal hour, but sit for like 5 minutes and then just write down, what am I trying to prove today? Would I still make this trade if no one knew about it, right? And then can I let the market be the market and me just be the executor? Because, like, nothing against anybody in here on the chats or the live stream or whatever, who, you are open with, oh, I made X today. But I'm asking all of you, since, everybody's here anyways, do you do the same thing on your losing days? And I promise you it's no, because I'm here and I'm in these live chats and I can ask Reality, and he's here way more than I am. Reality, how many people in here, yep. How many of them go, guys, I lost $400 today? How often do you hear that? Oh, well, and hang on, I want to make sure that, and again, that is different than you saying, guys, I blew my account. Because when you say I blew my account, that's looking for pity. And maybe it's not, but like consciously, maybe it's not. But subconsciously, I promise you, it feels a lot better to say, guys, I blew my account today, than it does to say, guys, I took a small loss today. It feels way better to say I blew the account, because then what you're saying is, oh, okay, I can reset and start fresh tomorrow. But if you took a small loss,
yeah, Paul does. Paul,
I definitely
Paul posts his losses. Yeah, he does.
That's good. Okay, good. And Paul, I said, I mean, I know Paul. He's different than the normal crowd. We were talking yesterday. You've been around here for a while. I don't post anything, and that's just because like I don't. I mean, Reality, JB. Paul, do you know JB?
Oh, you know JP, right?
He's
or no?
Yes, can you hear me? Yes, I did. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now you're. Yeah, I talk to him frequently, and he helps me a lot in the little things, especially on the mental side. And that's where I get the ideas for the lessons sometimes, just from the talks. And one of the big things that he's pushed for me was to completely remove any sort of like trading social interaction. And I enjoy this because it's very helpful, and I don't get it's very different from those very big trading servers where everybody is kind of doing the things that you shouldn't be, which is only posting your wins, posting your, payouts, all these things that if you're in those and you're looking at them, it just makes it harder. I mean, it's almost as bad as having, and I hate to say this because Reality knows, I mean, I'm sure everybody knows, me and Jashim, very, very close friends. I think that's the worst thing you can do, is have a close trading friend, because anytime that, I mean, not even against Jashim, it could be anybody, because more than likely you're not going to have the same strategy as them, or you're just not going to see like the things that they see. You know, you're going to want to trade differently. And on days that they have a winner and you have a loser, it's going to suck, and vice versa, right? Or and again, I mean that vice versa on both ends of the spectrum. If you have a winner, they have a loser, it's going to feel a lot better, right? You may maybe not a lot better, but it's probably going to feel better, because you're going to be like, oh, well, I did something right that he didn't do, so I'm doing better than him. And that's going to give you that sense of euphoria that when you go into it tomorrow or maybe the next day and you take the loss, that mental drawdown is going to just kind of multiply in and of itself, because now you're like, man, I really thought that I was doing well. What am I doing wrong? I need to change something, right? It's that idea of getting yourself getting up and about and really, really feeling good about it. But and okay, I see what you said, Paul. Maybe it's different for everybody. It's mostly me. I get the feeling of, if I see someone doing well, and it's not a good thing, if I see someone doing really, really well in trading, I get the feeling of, well, why am I not doing well? Like that's my personal thing, and I'm sure that's because I grew up in the very competitive, like the martial arts competitive atmosphere, always trying to get state titles, district titles, world titles, and doing well, getting those titles. But, anytime that I was second place, it was like, all right, well, I need to go home and fix that, because I'm not doing that again. I'm not coming back to this tournament and coming second. What a waste of time. But in trading, it literally feels like, for me, I show up and it's competition day, right? I did my back testing. I did all of my work on the sidelines. Like, that's the training, right? All the analysis. And then you show up to the charts. It's time to prove, this is what I'm supposed to do, follow the rules. And if I take a loss, not so much anymore, but if I take a loss, it's like, man, I did all that work for naught. Now it's much more, calming for me, where I'm like, okay, well, it's why I track my trades more than anything. It's not so that I can see my P&L. Like, I can look at my, charts or my account balance and see what my P&L is. I don't really need it to show, well, what time of day did I take this trade? How can I improve this strategy? It's so that I can look at it and say, okay, well, I'm 2R or 3R in drawdown, but it's been 35 trades, right? And then I can look back and I can say, okay, well, how's the market been this month? It's really not been the best for me, because it's ranging. I need a trending market to do well. And it's kind of how it was last month for me, right? The 5-minute chart was very, very rangy, so it wasn't a great month. But start of this year, it was very trendy, at least like for my strategy. And we a lot of big moves for what I was looking for, and it did really well. And I can look back at it and I can say, okay, well, the first 5 months of this year, it was like 30, like 23, 24R in that range. So for me to expect that it's going to continue doing that would be foolish, because I know that's not how my strategy performs. I know I'm going to have several months of good months, and then I'm going to have a few months of break-even, small drawdown months. That's just the cycle that I go through. And so if I can look back and see upon them that that's the type of month that I'm in, it gives me the confidence that it's like, okay, well, once I get through this, it's going to pick back up again. That's just the natural cycle of my trading style.
Okay. There's a massive amount that I disagree with you on what you just said, but I understand where you're coming from your point of view.
Yeah.
For me, it sounds like you're comparing apples and oranges. You can't compare martial arts to trading. The mindset is completely different. You're trying to take a mindset where you're fighting to win all the time. Trading is psychologically different, but I do appreciate where you're saying that from the competitive side of things. For me, there is no competition. For me, I love watching people do well. I mean, from the minute I've come on the server, I've celebrated every single person that has passed. I like every post that somebody puts up with it, that they've won. For me personally, it's encouraging, because I can see the difference in myself. I can see the difference in other people. And whenever people post that on actual trading chat, it gives me a wee buzz to go like, we're all heading in the right direction. But again, like I said, that's just because of my mentality, and everybody has their own way of doing it. So if the competitive thing works for you, my friend, I mean, obviously it does. I mean, you've got the data and the analysis, but I'm just saying from somebody that's been around a bit longer, it's not a fight as such. It's more controlling yourself.
And that's kind of, maybe I worded wrong, but we agree. Because that's what I'm saying, where the martial arts mentality is what's dragging me down, or did drag me down, because that competitive, that's why I disconnect from those larger servers, is because I can feel that side of me that was ingrained for, I mean, a decade. And I feel it coming out that I have to kind of suppress. I have to be like, this is not that environment. And this is a new environment, a new mindset that I have to relearn how I look at the market as compared to how I would look at everyday life. And it helps in everyday life, because I used to, like in kitchens, for example, if I saw somebody that was on and they're like, the stations are all the same in the long run, but if I saw someone who was, doing something that I would like to do, like whether it was in the beginning and I was just working fry, and I saw someone on saute who's making all these, really nice dishes, that competitive side of me would come out. I'm like, all right, I need to, work harder so I can, learn how to do this better and move up. And it worked, because, I got moved up and I learned how to make new things. But again, in trading, it's different, because if I applied that same idea, I would be constantly going out trying to improve the strategy and trying to, get more accounts, risk more so I can make more money. It's like, that is negative, because you can't do that. So I completely agree. It's a negative mindset to take into trading.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, aye. Good. At least you recognize it.
It took 2 years to recognize it. It took a long time to recognize it.
Yeah, it's honestly, it took me a year, Landon, to realize that trading wasn't personal. That whenever the market took my money, I was personally aggrieved that this entity took my fucking money, and I was raging. And it took me blowing an account. I've told the story before. I was 2.5 grand up on one day on a trading account, and I was 5 for 5 on my trades. Because I lost the 6th trade, I ended up blowing the account. So I went 2.5 grand up and came right back down and blew the account. So I had to go away and sit and speak to myself very sternly for 3 or 4 days until I finally came to the conclusion, you're a fucking idiot. You give away the money. The market didn't take it from you. So something as simple as that tiny little mindset. So I appreciate why it took you 2 years to get to where you're at.
Hang on, there's a frog in my house. Give me 1 second.
Well, 20 seconds to the next candle. What do you make reality? The hour.
Looking good. It kind of did what we thought it was going to do. I wish we wouldn't have touched that. I wish we wouldn't have filled the gap first. I wish this candle would have stayed down, because I would have loved the entry at the high there, but just didn't work out. We did put the wick on, just
Paul,
like we thought, though.
That's not right. I had something similar with blowing the account, and I had 2. It's funny because I read a lot of these trading books, and mostly for my own edification. I enjoy learning about the markets and whatnot, but one of the things that they all preach, and which again, I don't know how many you've read, but it's funny to see how every single one of them, or at least the ones that I've read, it's even from different authors, they all say the same thing pretty much. And one of the big ones is they say, everybody's going to go through a major drawdown, or, or they're going to blow an account, or, whatever. And I didn't really believe it until it happened, because I was like, well, why does that have to happen? Why do I have to go through that for me to learn the things that I think I already know? And then it happened, and I was like, oh, well, because I didn't believe it would happen, right? And because I didn't believe it would happen, I thought that it wouldn't, and then I made the mistakes that caused it to happen. And so the first major drawdown was actually right after I got my first payout, and it was strategy was great, working fine, shouldn't have messed with it, and I thought I knew what I was doing, and I decided to change it in just a small way. And unfortunately, I went into the rest of that year's next couple months, and it just essentially lost the accounts because of it. When I could have ended the year growing them a little more, but I lost them because of it. And then I reset, came into, and that was actually, I probably didn't reset until the start of this year. Got back on my feet, was doing well, had a few accounts, they were growing nice and slow. Doing everything I'm supposed to, back to the strategy that I traded to get the payout, whatever. And then open up the charts one day, and it was because the day before I had some evals that, they were about to be renewed. So I was like, all right, well, I'll trade the minis just to kind of get them through. And I'd forgot that I'd done that. And so when I came into the next day, I was still on the mini chart, and I go to place my normal trade on my PAs. And it was a normal loss, but a normal loss that was 10x the value. And it pretty much reset all those accounts on back to break even. And could I have looked at that and said, oh man, that sucks. Let me just, go back to what I was doing. I could have. That's not what I did. You can probably guess what I did. I was like, I need to make that money right now. And well, there went those accounts, and they were gone. And so it took another month for me to kind of emotionally come back to a place of stability and get back on my feet. But it's like, I look at those things and I look at them and I go, yeah, could I, be upset and look at all the data and be like, man, if I had just stuck to my system and avoided both of those, I'd have, several accounts, they'd all be in, profit. I'd be able to take monthly withdrawals. Yeah, maybe, right? It's a big maybe, but that didn't happen. So instead I go, okay, well, what's two things I'm never going to do? Well, I'm never going to change the strategy when I think I'm doing well, right? Especially never in a major way. Not saying I'll never change the strategy, but never, right when things are starting to get good, and never drastically. And I'm also going to make sure I'm trading the right asset. That's a pretty easy one to change. Just don't have the minis when I'm trading, right? Or make sure, double check, am I on the micros? Okay, cool. Yeah. Or, have a micro set chart. Again, even it still sucks because by the time I had, that second major drawdown, by the time I had recovered, the market really just wasn't where I wanted it to be. So I'm, back with a fresh account, kind of just sitting at break even for 2 months. I'm like, all right, it is what it is, I guess. Nothing I can do about it. But for a lot of people, I'd assume they've gone through something similar. I mean, like you said, it's everybody has those major lapse in judgment or major lapse in just, whatever it is. And they make it worse because of the emotional instability. And that's something that's very hard to get through.
Yep. Yeah, Landon, I had practically the same experience that you're talking about. I opened a few trades on gold when I meant to open it on the micros, and I also screwed up an ATM so that I would put on 4 minis instead of 4 micros or whatever way I'd set up. So I've blown a few accounts that way. So I'm uber careful now. Every time I click on a chart, I look down at the bottom tab just to make sure I'm on the right instrument. So I blew a few accounts doing that. I think everybody has to do that somewhere along the line. You have to feel the pain.
Exactly. I mean, it sucks. And that's, I bring up the idea, or I've brought up the idea in the past of it's not a bad idea to have live accounts and trade them because it gives you a sense of what you're actually trading with, where prop firms, and this differs by person to person. Some people can get the exact same feeling trading a prop account because, just something in your mind is different. But a lot of people who they buy an eval, they immediately gamble it. Right? They try to pass it, and then they go to their PA. They risk 10%, because they're like, oh, well, it's $200 a trade. It's $200 a trade on a 50K account where your drawdown's 2,500. Yeah, that's almost 10%. I mean, we're 7.5% per trade. You're way over risking. So then, if you traded a live account, right, and again, the only reason you would trade that much isn't because, I mean, most of the time, I should say I think there's two main reasons you would over risk. The first one, on a PA, the first one is you want to get to that withdrawal point so you can feel like you did it, right? Which again, I have suffered from that, and every once in a while it gets in the back of my head where I'm like, well, it's only, it's a $30 evaluation, and then, the PA fee is like $120, so $150. It's really not a crazy amount that I can risk kind of high on, and still, if I get lucky, I can get a decent winning streak or at least a pretty good month, and I can get through it, right? You can rationalize that whole ideology behind it and then do it. And that would be one reason I think people over risk, and they see that over time, it's just not growing. The other reason would be you're just trying to scale up to as many accounts as you possibly can, and you don't care about the risk behind it. So again, that same idea that's like, well, it's a $150 account. Why wouldn't I, risk it? And it's like, oh, well, if I blow it, so what? But there's a good chance that I can, get a solid few winners back to back to back. I'll pass it and be able to keep going. So it's not that you're necessarily focused on the payout aspect, but you're just like, well, I can over risk because the real risk per trade is like whatever you want to divide your PA plus evaluation fee on.
Yeah,
based on your trade, right? So both of these can be rationalized, but they're negative regardless. And it's just, in the long term, you're not gonna do well if you're risking 10% a trade. Like, eventually you're going to have a period of drawdown where if you take 5 trades and they're losers, right? Or, maybe it's not 5 trades, but if you're down 5R, 50%, you now have to double your account. And for a lot of people, having to get that feeling of doubling your account, or even just being down that much in drawdown, can weigh on them a lot, and that will make you want to risk more. And if you do risk more, now you're over 10%, you're probably going to blow that account. And blowing that PA that you may have built up, again, is going to hurt a lot more than it would have if you would have just risked maybe 4%, right? It's still a relatively high account when we consider what live traders would recommend, but it's better. It's a lot better.
You've basically described every YouTuber that I've been watching for the last 6-8 months. They all went for the fences, but they're all getting paid for advertising their codes. So it's a 1-1 situation for these boys, because even the worst trader will probably pass 1 in 10 evals. You know what I mean? So that's all anybody's focusing on. I've been posting about Top Step for the last 2 weeks, and they've had 1 green day in 2 weeks. I mean, seriously, this is like a bloody prop for him, and he's just supposed to be professional traders. And even they're fucking, I can't say they're swinging for the fences, because they're not even anywhere even near a fence.
Yeah, no, there's so much that goes into it that can be easily ignored, that you can't, if you want to get better, you can't really ignore it. And that's why, it's funny too that you're gonna have such different timelines, and this is again why I avoid the trading social spaces, because you're gonna have guys that, for whatever reason, right? Maybe they, they grew up differently, or they went through different things, and they just aren't gonna think the same way that many people do. Especially if you're not a very competitive person, I think you can do very well in the trading space, right? As long as you have the aptitude to, do the work that's required, but you don't get the same feelings of, like you were saying, you can celebrate other people winning, you can see other people doing really well and not get the feeling that you're being left behind. Like, those feelings I still struggle with. And so I just avoid putting myself in that state of mind.
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, anybody that we trade on here live, we don't have any issues like that. But I understand where you're coming from, because it can be a very toxic environment. I personally haven't experienced it myself, because this is the only Discord that I'm on. But I've heard all the stories from everybody. Most Discords are just a fucking cesspool of narcissistic assholes.
Yeah.
You know?
No, you're right. And it's like, especially the big prop firm ones, like, you know, they have a whole section dedicated to, you know, payout proof, which, again, I understand why it's there. It's, you know, it's their company. They want to show that other people are making money, so that, you know, people who are new to it or aren't making money, you know, they're like, oh, well, I can do that. It makes sense. But for me, it's like, well, I don't want to scroll through this thing and see hundreds of other people doing the thing that I want to do, and then go into the trade tomorrow and it happen to be a loser. Like, it just kind of compounds the effect for me, where I'm like, well, I don't really need to be here. I don't want to see this.
Right. Yeah. It depends how you look at it. I do appreciate that. I always look at it as, if these guys can do it, that means that I can do it. See, it's just the way that, that my brain is wired, because reality has shown just what can be achieved just simply by putting your head down, watching and learning, and always evolving. You know, there's no need for any 5-year degrees or a doctorate or any that kind of shit to do this job. It just takes tons of chart time, dedication, and patience. Plus, you don't have to work with anybody. That's my favorite part of trading.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, not too long ago. Well, no, maybe it was a while ago. But anyways, you know, I was looking into the whole, like, you know, if I went into college for trading, you know, looking at the different, you know, jobs that, you know, you have execution traders, where, you know, your job is literally to show up and there's a guy above you that tells you, hey, place this trade here. And you just kind of manage it the way that they tell you to manage it. Like, that's, and they have a job for that. And it's like, yeah, that's kind of what I already do. But the only difference is I'd have to go into an office and have to listen to somebody and not get the full pay for it. And, you know, again, the benefit is you're guaranteed a paycheck at the end of the week. But it's kind of like, well, do you want to go through the schooling and the debt for one thing, and then have to go to an office where, you know, it's just, it's what you want to prefer. Do you want to take on the risk of trading your own money?
Yeah, well, at least with prop firms, it gives you the opportunity of doing it without your own money. That's what I like about prop firms, if you don't have the money to do that. But again, I like the idea of making money via the prop firms, and then do what you said, which was open a live account. That is ultimately what I would love to be able to do.
Accounts are nice. It's it puts you in a new state of mind, I think, because then you're represented with every single loss is, I mean, it's a literal loss. A lot of times on the prop firms, I think myself included, you can get to a point where you get desensitized to it, so you're more likely to take trades that you probably shouldn't, or risk an amount that you definitely shouldn't. Again, that's person to person. And as long as you have firm rules set in place and you follow them, and, you know, we say that a lot, stay consistently, right? You know, just, have your rules, follow the rules. And it sounds great, and it is what you should do, but it can be really difficult just to do those things. I mean, you know, it just having that small set of rules is, okay, have, you know, your risk amount is this, and your entry looks like this. Don't do anything else. Telling people to do that, you know, they're going to listen, and they might even do it, but can they do it for a year straight? Right? Maybe not even a year, but can they do it for a month straight? Can they do it for 3 months straight? Right? And can they do it for a couple months, and at the end of those couple months, they're, you know, barely in profit, right? It's like, if you do 40R in a year, right? And I mean, I just use R because it's easier for me to understand, right? But let's say you do 40 R in a year, right? Well, that's, you're not doing 10 R a month. You're doing like 3, right? So, well, not quite. Like,
I know. I get your point. No, I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah, sorry, I get tripped on. So anyways, it's like you're doing 3 R on average a month. Well, if you end the month and you're risking $80 a trade, and you did 3 R, well, it's only $240 that entire month. For a lot of people, that's going to feel like you kind of wasted your time. Even though you're in the profit, you're gonna be like, oh, well, I only did, $240. I didn't really do much, right? So you're going to want to try and risk more, do more, but you're not looking at the long term of like, okay, well, hey, if you can get to the end of this year and you can make that 40 R and then you can scale it up, it's like, well, next year, if you have 4 accounts, well, now you're doing $1,000 a month, right? And just give it time. Don't overdo it, don't push it, don't rush it, right? Any of these things. But it's the same thing with having those major drawdown moments. You have to go through it before you're going to understand why you can't do some things or why you have to do other things, right? Why you have to do some things that maybe you're not doing right now.
Yeah, I absolutely hear you in that one, man. Took me a long time to get out of the 1 in the 5 minute, despite reality and Warner telling me time and time again that you're going to keep getting chopped. I think I stuck at it for about maybe 4 or 5 months, thinking I knew better, and then realized, hold on a second here, fuck all. Listen to the boys, that's what they're doing. So I stepped out to the 30 and the 1 hour and the 4 hours and everything else. I am stepping back down again in the time frames. But that's because I'm more experienced, but the major analysis and everything's still done on the 30 and the hour. So that was a hard lesson to learn.
Yeah.
It's like yourself, I hate losing.
Just sitting here watching NQ bounce back and forth. I'm enjoying the fact that you guys are talking, and I ain't got to say much.
I'll give you a wee break. You sound a wee bit tired today, so maybe fucking you want to call it early today, or you want to stay on?
Yeah. I don't know. Does anybody got any questions today?
Anybody's any questions, you can drop it in the Discord. I'm going to be on for another couple of hours, so I think reality might maybe just take a wee break for the day, my man. You sound wrecked, so
we'll be back. We're going to be back at 1, okay, guys. So we got 1 because we got the education stream. So we'll be back for the education stream for Landon, but I'm with Paul. I think I may go ahead and shut it down for the day, guys. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. It's just been one of those days. So, but yeah.
Up across the board live, guys. If anybody wants to continue on trading, me and Landon are ready here.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
That'll work. That'll
So
work.
have a good one, y'all.
Yep.
I'll chat to you.
Have a good one, guys. I'll see you back at 1. Like I said, we're not going to be on YouTube or Rumble. We're only going to be on Discord. So if you're not in the server, make sure you join up and come to the live education channel. All right, guys. Have a great rest. Well, have a good rest of your day. For those that aren't coming back to the education stream, I'll see you first thing tomorrow morning. For all those that are, I'll see you then. And as always, guys, stay consistent out there.
Cheers, man.
Catch you later.
Let's begin. Y'all move pieces random, I calculate precise. While you chase quick profits, I'm strategizing twice. 10 steps ahead, your basic moves I can predict. This ain't no simple game, my method's scientific. Rapid calculations, market oscillations. You stuck on one move plans, I'm seeing combinations. Bank account elevation through smart navigation. While y'all keep hesitating, I'm accumulating. Check and mate, don't hate, this ain't debate. You move too late, I already sealed your fate. My mind's a supercomputer processing gains, while y'all still confused by simple price change. Learn, trade, win, that's a mission. Learn, trade, win, a competition. Learn, trade, win, stay committed. Learn, trade, win, get it, get it. Pawns advance. advanced strategic, every move methodic. While y'all play checkers, I'm out here encyclopedic. Quick with the statistics, flowing algorithmic, brain automatic, profit systematic. Fuck what you heard about fast cash and luck. I studied patterns till my vision got stuck. Now every chart I see reveals the truth. Market manipulation can't shake my groove. Queen takes bishop but controls the field. Knowledge is power, that's my strongest shield. Call me grandmaster of this trading floor, while y'all still learning what the game is for.
Patience in motion, strategic devotion. Watch and learn, feel the burn. Learn, trade, win.
Accelerate the pace, leave no trace. Your simple strategies I'll straight replace with complex calculations, market domination, pure dedication, no hesitation. Been in the lab while y'all been sleeping, studied the craft while y'all been creeping. Now watch me demonstrate perpetual check while your account balance hits the deck.
Learn, trade, win, that's the mission. Learn, trade, win, competition. Learn, trade, win, stay committed. Learn, trade, win, that's the system.
Check, wait, game over. Level up, game over. Learn, trade. Learn, trade. They sleep on me now, but they gonna learn, yeah. Watch me turn these charts into what I earn.
Started from the bottom with a phone in my hand. Everybody laughed when I said I had a plan. Small account vibes, but my mindset was grand. Now them same folks wanna know where I stand. Been up since 5, studying every line. While they waste time, I'm reading every sign. First few trades hit me like a brick wall, but I ain't give up, now I learn from every fall. You're wasting time, that's what my daddy said. Get a real job, man, that messed with my head. But I kept pushing, kept my focus tight. Now my account growing, future looking bright. Ay. Learn, trade, win, that's my daily grind. Been patient with it, now it's my time. My time. They sleep on me now, but they gonna learn. Learn, baby. Watch me turn these charts into what I earn. Learn, trade, win, that's the only way. Learn, trade, win, getting better every day. Red candles had me doubting everything. Green days came slow like a broken wing, but I studied hard, yeah, I paid my dues. Now I'm teaching others how to read the clues. Remember crying when I blew my first stack, but that loss taught me how to bounce back. Now I'm in my zone, reading every trend, making moves that got my whole crew fed. You thought I was crazy, glued to these screens. Now look who's winning, living out these dreams. This ain't luck, baby, this is pure skill. Years of grinding up this market hill. They said I couldn't make it, but I did. Said I should quit trading. Never did. Now look who's calculating, all day, while they stay hating. Hey. Learn, trade, win, that's my daily grind. Been patient with it, now it's my time. They sleep on me now, but they gonna learn. Watch me turn these charts into what I earn. Learn, trade, win, that's the only way. Learn, trade, win, getting better every day. Learn, trade, win, that's my daily grind. Been patient with it, now it's my time.
stay quiet while they loud. Keep it cool in the crowd. Watching charts day and night. Taking notes, got my lane. They wonder how I made it, but I know what it takes. Keep studying the patterns while everybody breaks. Silent moves make loud money. Silent moves make loud money. Keep it cool, stay focused, honey. Silent moves make loud money. Lost it all back in May. Learned my rules, found my way. No emotions when I trade. Calculate every play. Check the trends, read the signs, take my time. They wonder how I made it, but I know what it takes. Keep studying the patterns while everybody breaks. Silent moves make loud money. Silent moves make loud money. Keep it cool, stay focused, honey. Silent moves make loud money. Loud money. Loud money. Loud money. Loud money. Started from zero, now I'm up. Studied the game, built it up. Losses taught me what I know. Now I move smart, watch it grow in my zone. Charts on screen, everything moving clean. No distractions, clear mind. Perfect timing, by design. Silent moves make loud money. Silent moves make loud money. Keep it cool, stay focused, honey. Silent money. Yeah. Watch and learn. Silent moves. That's how we do it.
Yeah. You fuck that weak shit. I stay focused while they all quit. Let's go. All day I grind, screen in my face. Numbers align, set my own pace. Fuck what they say, I got my way. Most walk away, but I'm gon' stay. Quick with the clicks, mindful of tricks. Ain't no luck shit, pure analytics. Watch how I move, call it precise. Ready to prove, bid it their price. Wait and strike, do it right. Learn the game, stack the game. Patient hunt, front to front. This my time, watch me climb. Fuck all the noise, clear out my head. Make the right choice, stack up this bread. Quick on the draw, but timing is key. Study the law of supply, yeah. D, charts tell the truth, data don't lie, here's the proof. Watch profits fly, discipline tight, mind in the zone, do this shit right, I'm on throne.
Down, take a breath, every L just shows the test. Build it up, break it down, analyze without the stress. Then
Back in attack, flow like a pro, stay on the track, watch numbers grow, cut through the shit, trust what I know, win bit by bit, put on a show, every move planned, nothing by chance, take my stance, seize my advance, quick with the wits, sharp as a blade, making hits, getting paid, bring, Charts on my screen, mind in the zone, studying patterns while I'm all alone.
Fuck all the bullshit, this ain't no game. When I hit that trade, watch the profit rain. Learn, trade, win, that's the fucking way. Stack them profits every single day. Learn, trade, win, ain't no time to waste. Discord familiar, got my back, we stay great. Quick with the clicks, analysis tight. Market's moving, but I time it right. See that signal, I don't hesitate. Years of losses taught me how to navigate. Finger on the trigger, heart beating fast. Each trade I take, built from lessons past. Fucking with precision, watch how I flow. Red to green, baby, that's how we go. Shorts telling stories, I read them clear. While amateurs panic, I persevere. Learn, trade, win, that's the fucking way. Stack them profits every single day. Learn, trade, win, ain't no time to waste. Discord familiar, got my back, we stay great. Community strong, we share what we know. Each trade we take helps the other one grow. Fuck the FOMO, we stay calculated. Patient assassins, highly rated. Break down resistance, support won't bend. Technical masteries where we transcend. Keep it controlled, no emotional trades. That's how the real fucking money gets made. Discord buzzing, knowledge flowing free. Real-time updates from LTW family. Chart patterns forming, we spot them quick. Experience taught us which ones to pick. Slow it down, let me tell you something clear. Every loss I took brought me right here. Built my strategy through blood and tears. Now I execute without any fears. Learn, trade, win, that's the fucking way. Stack them profits every single day. Learn, trade, win, ain't no time to waste. Discord familiar, got my back, we stay great. Time to accelerate, watch how I close. Each trade I take, peeling verbose. Rapid execution, precision sharp. Like a fucking sniper in the dark. No hesitation when I see the sign. Years of practice got my skills refined. Community backing every move I make. That's why this shit is in carts till they knew my name. This ain't luck, this is pure damn skill. Watch how we fucking climb up this hill. Learn, trade, motherfucking win. That's the mindset that we're always in. Discord army, we don't ever quit. Making history with every hit.